All right, we're going to turn things over to Anthony now to give us the latest on our weather impact alert that's set up for tonight.
Yeah, we're really honing in on the overnight hours between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. That's going to be the ideal window of these storms to really roll through. And we're going to be inheriting. I know we've been saying that word a lot, but we're going to inherit and really take control of these storms that's going to be blowing through, albeit in a weakening phase, but strong enough to really warrant you guys possibly some damaging wind gusts, certainly some lightning and thunder that will be giving you an early morning wake-up call. And some of these storms could be strong enough to produce not only damaging wind gusts, maybe a quick spin-up tornado or two. All modes of severe storms on the table. All quiet on radar. Meanwhile, when it comes to the temperatures, we're really on a wait-and-see term right now. We have the proper ingredients as we head beyond sunset. Temperatures are certainly going to remain pretty mild and quite tropical. We have a southwest wind working in, so it's really tapping into that Gulf moisture air that's going to be flowing in for us for this evening. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Check out the dew points. Ooh, get prepared to sweat if you're training for the Cleveland Marathon. I mean, this is not going to be a runner's paradise for this evening, with that southwest wind really keeping our dew points in the 60s. And matter of fact, dew points are really going to take a step up. Check out what's happening downstream for us. We're looking at upper 60s when it comes to the dew points, but notice a cold front, a stark difference off to the west. Here's our next storm system that will be pivoting in, but I really want to highlight this animation over the past 3 hours or so. Notice how this storm is pivoting slowly to the east. And notice how this line is really picking up and elongating, meaning it's tapping into that Gulf moisture air. So we have the proper ingredients for this line of storms to really survive throughout the overnight, even after sunset. Therefore, we will continue to warn you guys with alerts. Early morning wake-up call for early Friday morning. Strong to severe storms will be on our doorsteps as early as 1 a.m. and really between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. The possibility of damaging wind gusts, a small chance of spin-up tornadoes, a threat of large hail, and even a higher threat of heavy rain. Everyone will be inheriting that as we head throughout the overnight. Here's your National Design Radar hourly forecast. Just want to illustrate to you 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, all quiet, severe clear. Here's 1 a.m. Here's that storm we were just tracking in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and we'll be arriving here, according to this model data, around 7 hours from now, off Sandusky and Erie County, Huron County, over to Richland and Ashland County as we get close to 1, 2, 2:30, 3 o'clock, right on top of I-71, I-77, including much of the metro. This is 3 o'clock. This is going to be the early morning wake-up call, and check out the brighter colors. It's indicating possibly heavy torrential downpours, maybe some embedded damaging wind gusts, maybe on the onset of all this, maybe a quick tornado or two. So warnings, watches likely as we head beyond midnight tonight. Here's 4 o'clock. Most of these storms are going to be moving out of here between 4 and 5 a.m. And by the time we're waking up, sunny skies, temperatures in the 60s and 70s. So not much of a drop off as we go throughout your day for Friday. In fact, we're going to warm up into the low 80s with sunny skies throughout the day. So it's going to be a gorgeous summery-like day for your Friday. Now the real cold front will be arriving Friday into Saturday. A second round of storms will be likely. There's even a marginal to slight risk for Northeast Ohio for Friday into Saturday. Got to keep a close eye on that. The placement of the storm still in question. Then Sunday, we'll really cool off into the 60s, low 60s, possibly upper 50s for your Monday. Another rain chance by Tuesday and Wednesday, but keeping a close eye for these overnight storms, again, between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. Keep yourself alerted.
And then looking forward to that lower humidity coming in for the early part of next week. Anthony, thank you.
For sure.